So this is like the mutant list that you all saw me play the other day. This is actually the version, not the one that was used on YouTube, and I'm going to just ask my roommate, describe this, please, in the nicest way possible, and spare my feelings in any way that you can. Your silence hurts me sometimes.
Sorry?
It really does hurt me.
Sorry?
I was hoping that you could give an honest description of mutants.
I don't know
but your silence just hurts me.
I know what Ash does, I know what D-Shifter does, I know what D-Fisher does, I know what E-Telly does, I know what Mine does, I know what Extravagance and Terraforming do, I know what Impub does, or what Macro does, and I know what Tikaboo does, and I don't know what any of the rest of them do apart from Necrophase.
So it's like Spiral when Spiral...
I don't know what the mutants do.
It's like Spiral when Spiral first came out. It was absolute shit. And this is basically like that. So...
Spiral was shit because they didn't have the Link monster.
Yes, this just needs...
Spiral needs links in order to play.
So this is basically like that. So basically...
So this needs more Link monsters.
No, this just needs that one piece of support to make it better. Because the 3 Ash and 3 D-Shifter... Yes, because this is a banish deck. Arsenal's good for the sole fact of it's unaffected by traps, and then when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can tribute 1 mutant from your hand or field and banish 1 card on the field. It is a hard once per turn.
Why are you not playing the 1 callback to hit that Lancia?
I hate you sometimes. Then there's this.
What do you do under Lancia?
You go home, you cry.
But Lancia's everywhere because Dinosaur. To be fair, at the same time, it is fairly good against VW.
You go home, you try. I didn't say that this deck was perfect. I said that it was like Spiral when Spiral first came out. It was good at one thing, it's just that one thing was terrible.
Spiral's good at stacking your opponent's deck. And calling trap while they have a thing that negates all traps.
And then we have the Mutant Beast that makes it immune to monster. It's immune to monster effects and just does the same as Arsenal. However, it just negates the spell by banishing 1 card you control. By negging yourself, you somehow plus. M5 is the one that searches the monster, and ST46 is the one that searches the spells and traps. Just unfortunately, neither of them are quick effects. They're just on-summon effects, and then the effect to summon a Mutant Beast is not a quick effect, which makes me sad, but it will do. Necrophase, because the great thing is with this deck is you banish monsters. So you banish your Necrophase, and if you're very, very lucky, you'll banish another Necrophase and keep going, and banish 15 cards from your opponent's deck if you're very lucky. D-Fisher because I hate Graveyard. E-Telly because these are all psychics. Mine because I don't like losing. Mutant Lab. Now, I saw some builds that actually played 3 of this, and it's actually terrible. Really terrible at 3. Because of the sole factor of you need to have a setup to be able to do it. So you only need to really play 1. Extravagance because free draw power and you literally don't care about your extra deck. Terraforming, 3 Impermanence because hand trap good. Macrocosmos because you banishing stuff is fine. Especially if you normal that Necrophase, shuffle in back your extra deck and then the Necrophase leaves again. It's good. The trap card, which I just wish that this little clause here didn't exist, so it would be a lot more better.
What's better?
No, during the main phase. Because the monster pops on summon, but the fact is you have to use it during main phase. If that clause didn't exist, it would be a lot better. Debatably the best card in the deck because it summons your level 4 monsters and protects your level 8s from destruction. And Tikaboo, which is just a floodgate, which hurts you if you have Synthesis out, but it's fine because it's Synthesis, it protects itself. Completely ignore the side deck because I've tried so many times with this side deck, and most of the time it does nothing. Because at the end of the day I'm playing mutants, and I am not expecting to beat a tier 1 deck, so all of this here is to potentially beat tier 2, and I've come to realise that the main deck is actually good enough at doing that. The extra deck is okay at doing that. The only things that I side in is like mine and Nibiru, and my potential going first card. Extra deck is literally just praying that I'm going to not extravagance everything away. So we have the 3 Entis, the Macabre and the Nova combo, because why not? Mutant Synthesis, because this card in deck, and 3 of because extravagance hates me. Ultimus, which was almost good. Almost being the word. It is a solemn judgment on legs that only activates once per turn. It's almost good.
It's a solemn judgment. Solemn judgment isn't exactly a bad card.
No, but it was almost good. Again, the once per turn clause actually made this card really, really bad.
So? Solemn judgments are once per turn. Not like Scrap Iron Scarecrow. No battle. No one battle forever.
I would prefer it didn't have the once per turn clause, considering every card in here is okay. Okay being the word. The Predaplan, because it can set... Well... Because I kind of forgot to take it out. The Cross Sheep, because there's actually a good thing, because the Cross Sheep actually goes with this and summons a bunch of stuff. So, yes. It works. Basically the combo is you go M5 and SD46 to grave, make the Cross Sheep, activate Mutant Cry during your opponent's turn to get the M5 back, so that you get free SD46 to search from deck. The Phoenix, because filler, and the Predaplan Anaconda, because I will say the same thing to the other YouTuber that was watching. Yeah, we kind of forgot to take this out. And this is probably the best Mutants is going to get. I saw another version of it that actually played the Dogmatic and Nadia stuff, except the issue is once you activate Nadia's Servant, once you activate Dogmatic as punishment, it just doesn't work anymore, because you can't fusion summon, and without synthesis, your deck kind of goes down the drain very quickly.
What do you do at D-Barrier? Where's the red reboot?
I hate you sometimes.